Oh, we're back. Isn't that how that goes?
They're back.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, welcome to Cattle Drive Live. It's been a minute, CT.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Big times cause for the retirement party is on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. No, it's there's no doubt about it. This is back by popular demand. Corey and I visit about this. We talk weekly, and it's always comes up in conversation once a week. Someone asks about Cattle Drive Live, and when we are creeping in on one of our favorite weeks of the year, what more reason did we need to fire up an episode of Cattle Drive Live to promote the Maine-Anjou Junior Nationals, the Lucky in Kentucky? Welcome, AJMAA staff.
Thanks
for having us.
Yeah, sure. Corey?
Hey, just from what I've seen on Facebook here the last few weeks, guys, this is a big event we're walking into here next week. Tell us a little bit about the numbers and kind of where we're sitting at this year, Lenz, in terms of entries, in terms of the new kiddos. It's like that's what you like to call them as the kiddos, right? And what do we got going down?
Littles. So yes, some pretty exciting stuff this year. Over 760 exhibitors. Now that includes us and Key, and then over 300 of those are new exhibitors. And so that's kind of really exciting sort of for us. We actually got to Louisville a couple hours ago, so we're kind of getting our bearings about us and, kind of getting ready for all of those. But, everybody starts kind of moving in on Friday, and we're looking forward to meeting all of those new faces and a lot of big things planned, big numbers, big cattle numbers. 1,365 head, I think, was the final entry number. So, we'll find a home for all of those, and we got a lot of fun stuff on the schedule. So, one of which you guys could talk about.
Oh, that's right. No sumo suits this year, thank goodness.
No sumo suits. We do have something planned though. For
Battle of the Minds.
The Battle of the Minds, is that what it is? Yeah, we are going to have Herdsman's Gathering Family Feud style. So this was going to be fun. I don't know. It's going to be exciting. I think we're going to surprise everybody with the teams. I think the concept we talked about was you're going to buy your tickets and you're going to pick your team before we play. If you're on the winning team, you're going to get into the winning drawings for all the Herdsman's gifts. We're going to eliminate the pot 50-50 or however you choose. I mean, it depends on if you want on my team or Thompson's team. So, but we'll have a good time with it no matter what. The in-house version of Steve Harvey will be worth the ticket price of admission. So come join us. It's a good time. It's for a good cause. Corey, when did it start? 2012?
I believe that's right. In wasn't it in Columbus, Ohio? Was that
Lima.
Yep.
Lima.
2012, Lima, America. I'm 99.999% sure your first winner was Rochelle Blakely.
It was. We actually played the first this concept started actually in Kansas City the year before.
Yep.
We raised $1,500 and played the worst golf you've ever seen in your life. But 15 of us threw in $100 to start this thing. It is turned into way more than we would have ever dreamed. But the people of the breed got behind it. The concept is real. The understanding of what we're doing is there, and it's gotten to a point where we've had to change up what we're doing just a little bit. It was simple when our numbers were more manageable, but with, what'd you say, 1,300 kids?
1,300 cows. We had 1,300 kids.
1,300 cows. All I can tell you is 1,300 cows is a lot more cows and a lot more kids than we've had. So there is a new way to get your name, at least to feel like you were recognized and not lost in the shuffle. You can visit social media and find those links. That is something that is new. But it's
Brett, I do think Lindsay and Paige got a video queued up, kind of explains the background, history, kind of tells people where we're going if Paige wants to play that quick.
yeah, let's do it.
As a group, we wanted to find the kid that could be the next adult Herdsman of the Year, and we wanted to let them know at a young age that we notice you, we notice what you're doing, and we want to reward you. And it's grown from a $1,000 scholarship to a $10,000 scholarship in just a short amount of time.
The Herdsman group's just a group of us guys that just got together one afternoon in Platte City, Missouri, decided to go golfing. We got done and we just started talking and brainstorming and deciding to each throw in $100 to give a scholarship away the following year. The third year we finally figured out we couldn't golf. So we decided we better figure out a different way to make revenue for this project. So we started what we call the Herdsman Gathering. We sell tickets to people. All of us herdsmen donate prizes. We give those prizes away for the drawing. There's an ice water bucket that you can buy and you can dump it on main celebrities that we choose. This year we got 2 hot pink tank tops. Whoever buys them, we're going to allow that person to pick somebody in the crowd and that person has to wear that tank top on show day all day. So Gerald Buck's going to look good in that shirt.
The Junior Herdsman of the Year scholarship, it's unique in the fact that you don't apply for it. You do apply for it, not physically on paper. You apply for it in the barn.
The cool thing to me about it was I did win several scholarships myself growing up. Never enough, still had lots of bills to pay, but a lot of the times you fill them out unless you're a 4.0 kid with a resume of volunteer work and stuff a mile long. You kind of got bypassed on several of them. And that's, to me, what the cool part of this is. It does not matter your academia. The only criteria is be a kid that works hard on your cattle and make your presence known to be somebody that wants to be progressive as a Maine-Anjou person.
We wanted to do something to identify kids that we thought were like us. We didn't get scholarships because we had the best grades. We liked working with cattle. We enjoyed it. We got to be very good at it. That's how we won the Herdsman of the Year award. And we want to identify those kids that have those same traits that we see in ourselves and give them credit where credit is due.
And I think what's cool about it is, in today's society, not everybody needs to go to college. And we call it a scholarship, and it is a scholarship. But we don't care if you use the money to pay off a past show heifer, if you use the money to buy your herd building donor cow, if you're just going to go to a trade school and become a diesel mechanic. If you're a hardworking kid that likes to work on your own cattle or even work on somebody else's cattle, but you like to do it and you're a Maine-Anjou kid, you're going to get some money that you can help do a lot of stuff with, and you get the cash to go home and you can use it to build your cow program.
Good stuff right there. There's no doubt it's outgrown anything that the 12 of us ever even imagined that day. And Lindsay, I think, told me before we started, we're on the $250,000 mark since 2012. And it would have been life-changing for me in that day to get one of those scholarships for sure. And so it was life-changing enough for me as an adult herdsman to think that my peers thought enough of me to recognize me as an individual. And I hope that's the same feeling that kid gets that year. It's not just the money, it's the recognition and the pride you have in being that elite person that year. So pretty cool.
It's amazing to me the dollar amount that y'all have reached in such a short time. But like you said, it's all started with the right intentions and y'all have stayed the course recognizing those kids and yeah, the money part of it's impressive, but just the cross section of Maine kids that y'all have selected for those scholarships and where they're at today, anywhere from a culinary chef to people that are back in ranching, or maybe they're bankers, or even in, pursuing veterinarian degrees. So it is unique, I think, in a lot of the opportunities out there, identifying those kids that, have a passion for the breed and the work ethic that it takes to be successful in whatever they do. So y'all have done a great job there. And we're lucky from our standpoint, mine and Lindsay's in the office, to have a group like you guys supporting our juniors.
No, it goes.
I think that if there was any.
What's that, Linz?
I think that, for if somebody that's not familiar with the Herdsman or the Herdsman Scholarship, all of you Herdsman guys, if they ever have, wanted to ask you guys a question or kind of learn more about it, that I think I would encourage them to, go up to you guys with anything. It doesn't have to be just about the scholarship. It could be about fitting their cows or anything like that. I think this whole group, those guys, they would help anybody. And I think it's important that, our exhibitors and people, new, old, whatever, you guys are very approachable and you guys are all there for the kids. I mean, I know I've called on each one of them at some given time with some sort of crisis, and you never know when a set of shoot lights are going to show up, or generators, or, whatever else. And so, great group of guys that do a really great thing and would really love to visit with anybody about the program and kind of what it means to them too. So, that's an encouragement that I try to tell people all the time. It's like, get to know them, just go up and say hi. I mean, that's how you guys all started too. Somebody probably, came up or you went up to them and were like, hey, could you teach me how to do this? And I think there's a lot of good there too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that group of guys has grown in since, and I don't want to say since 2012, but I'll say that since this has started, this group of guys, past Herdsman of the Year, they've become some of my very best friends and colleagues and guys that I lean on from breeding standpoint to, decisions that I make in my personal life. This group of guys is the most approachable, some of the most talented guys in the business. And at the end of the day, everybody is 100% cut up first. And so to say that we're not approachable, you hadn't tried. So,
well, and nothing else, just make fun of them.
Yeah. For folks coming to our Junior National for the first time, we encourage you to buy a ticket, come see what these guys are doing. And I think you'll find, it's the folks that are in the barn that's created this to recognize all that work and sweat and heart that goes into the projects in the barn.
Sure.
And it is a ton of fun. So if you're coming for the first time, or this is your 20th one, we hope you're there. And we'll see you then, guys. I'm going to have to hop off here in just a second.
Hey, thanks for coming.
You bet, guys.
And just to clarify on the tickets, you don't have to have a ticket to come to the gathering.
Exactly.
The ticket puts you in for the drawings.
Yeah. And just to clarify, those tickets, if you go to Show Circuit online sales, it's at the top of the page there, right, Vince?
Yep.
Show Circuit online sales, go to the Maine-Anjou donation or the Herdsman Gathering site, and there'll be a button to click on there to donate. It's $100 a ticket. You can buy as many tickets as you like, but there's a spot on there. It'll let us know that you bought a ticket. We'll put your name in the hat, and you'll be included in that drawing. But that's how you become, and that's the size. That's the most sizable part of the Herdsman deal. Is how many prizes will we give away, Lindsay?
I think there's about 15 on that list right now. Now, some of those will be, there's a couple that are larger items that they'll auction off at the end, but there's some really good drawing stuff. There's a beast blower, there's, cash, there's display chairs, there's a custom bar. there's a variety of things, and I do think this year you guys are going to sell some semen too at the end of it. Is that right, Corey?
That's the plan.
We brought this on this year. Sex semen and some conventional Maine semen, rare stuff, has been selling very well, and we wanted to provide the hottest genetics that the Maine breed had to offer, and we feel like we brought that here in this offering. I think there's going to be 15 lots of semen, and it is going to be, like I say, mainly sex semen and hard to find, hard to come by. There's a unit of Mafia. There's 3 units of Epic. There's sex semen on, like I say, the most popular bulls in the land. So we're all going to be IVF and cows this fall, winter, into next spring. You want to get on board, get the hottest, newest, cutting edge genetics in the sex semen form. This sale is going to be the spot to be next week.
Yep, there's no doubt. There's opportunity for you to get your semen gathered up now, and the list. Corey, it's kind of been Corey's baby. It was his idea. That's his every day right there. Is driving semen sales and promoting Maine-Anjou bulls too. I mean, he promotes a lot of breeds, but he's a Maine guy at heart, and he understands the business and the value of this. And so the thing I want to point out is when you look down that list, that semen didn't come free. That semen came donated by those owners and breeders behind those genetics to benefit 100% the Herdsman's Gathering and the scholarships of the youth of Maine-Anjou. So if you know somebody that owns a bull on that list, whether it's walking rights of that bull or semen interest in that bull, it would mean a lot to us if you would just say thank you. But that's something I don't want to forget here. There's guys that gave us semen on bulls you cannot get your hands on, and a lot of times you can't get your hands on it with $2,000 bills. And they gave it to us to auction off and 100% benefit the kids. So just say thanks when you see one of these guys.
And I called every one of those owners myself personally, and I mean, it took the longest thinking about it was about 3 seconds. So it just shows you when you got a good cause like we do in this scholarship program that we got going here. Boy, the support behind it, the support behind Lindsay, support behind the breed has never been higher in my mind.
Exactly. Yeah, it'll be exciting. Lindsay, talk to us about move-in day. Is there anything fresh? I know you're just landed. Is there something, a place that's a hub for people to check in with updates and things pertaining to when can I be there? When can my cattle come? And are there any changes? Where do you want us to go?
For sure. So there's the best place to see updates, and probably the fastest place to see updates is our social media pages. Between the American Junior Maine-Anjou Association Facebook page and then the American Junior Maine-Anjou Association Facebook page, that is the fastest place to see those things. So we do have a little bit of an update on the move-in stuff, which we posted and sent out to all exhibitors last week, is that we've upped the arrival time to 10 a.m. for tack. That's tack only. And then we are going to allow cattle to move in overnight, which at one point in time, we're going to close the gates overnight, but we are not going to do that. So tack can start at 10, cattle can come at 6. We'll have a couple more updates. Like I mentioned earlier, we just kind of landed in the greater Louisville, and so we're still kind of getting our bearings and going to figure out that exact map. I think we're even going to try a little video for everybody and drive through it so they can see it. Cool. But best place to watch is our social media pages, and then of course either one of our websites. We've got a variety of information on there too. So
good.
Yep.
Okay. Looking forward to a great week. Lindsay, see you in a couple of days. Corey, did you ever?
Riley and I'll be ready.
Did you ever
What'd
did you ever get your headset working?
Well, I tell you what, I got to hop on a plane when we get off here, and going to get on my King Air and Tango Bravo. Yep, and go on a flight.
Yeah, CT 605er. That's right.
Yeah.
It'll be good. Hey, we've never ended one of these without Cattlemen's for Christ. And so tonight, Psalms 107:21, and it's as simple as this, Corey Thompson. Let them give thanks to the Lord for his unfailing love and wonderful deeds. So remind yourself of the wonderful deeds of those around you this next week, although probably not like and kind as you always. Be thankful for this opportunity that we have. Be thankful that we can go and enjoy good fellowship and, as always, good livestock. So see you in Louisville.
Hey, guys, go out, get on Show Circuit Online, buy those tickets. You need any sex semen on the popular Maine bulls, holler at Brett or I or Dustin Dorsey, Ethan Moore, Matt Scasta, any of the herdsmen. Holler at us. We can get you on the phone and do your bidding, take care of your business. Other than that, we'll see everybody in Louisville. Lynn?
Good.